Bang! Neeves Knives. I'm Jared, and we are live, ladies and gentlemen, live on Neeves Knives. How's everybody doing this weekend? Hopefully, all is well. I'm trying to get my mic right. How's everybody doing? See, we have a bunch of people already in here. Let me turn off my sound already. So we have a few topics we're going to talk about. Don't forget, for those of you that are members, we have a Bang Gang live tomorrow. So we have a live sharpening tomorrow at 12:15. So right around noon. I think I'm gonna bust out the work sharp because I forgot all about it, that I had bought a work sharp one of those, I don't know, I think it's a tri-way system from Worksharp with the diamond plate that you can, it can like rock. So we'll probably use that tomorrow because I do want to make a couple videos on that. I have yet to even test it. If I did, I can't remember. So we're gonna probably test that tomorrow. Also, those of you that are patrons, if you haven't entered the giveaway, I was going to pull it the other day, but I figured I'd wait till after today, this live, just to remind those of you that have not entered into it to enter into it, because there's like 40 people who have not even entered into it. And I feel bad pulling all the winners and like, yeah, granted, the people who have entered, got a better chance. So I guess it's good for them. And if you don't want to enter, that's fine. You don't have to. I appreciate the support. I know there's a lot of people that just support just because. But yeah, I mean, you might as well enter in the giveaway. So tomorrow, those of you that are patrons, watch out for that video for your giveaway, because we're gonna pull those. Let me pull this up on the other side so I can see what's going on in here. Why can't I find it? There we go. All right, so we have 71 people in here. All right, so we might as well start this bitch. I was watching, not that we're at story time or anything, but I got a cool story for story time. But I was watching Active Self-Protection. I know some of you guys watch that channel. Great channel. It shows you, basically, it's a channel that shows you times where crimes happening and there's either a self-defender or something happens, right, where usually there's a self-defender. Usually somebody's defending themselves or possibly can't defend themselves, but they get robbed, killed, stabbed, something, something happens, right? It's basically all related to violence and crime. And this guy had walked out of this bar. It was in New York. Walked out of a bar with his old lady, so he had a girl with him, and is just walking straight. Or no, sorry. A guy walks out of a bar. And is walking straight, and a guy with his girlfriend is walking straight towards him. Don't know each other whatsoever. Never met each other at all. And they just go like basically straight up to each other. I think the guy that came out of the bar wasn't even drinking, was just drinking a seltzer water. Like, wasn't doing anything bad. He was just out at the wrong hour. And not that there's a wrong hour, and he's walking up, and I don't know if he didn't see the guy and then like noticed him, and then the guy's like talking shit or something, and this guy is just like a complete piece of shit. He has a knife in his hand, and dude doesn't see it. He can't see it because it's like kind of behind him, and he hits him and slashes his throat at the same time when he hits him, and then goes backwards and stabs him in the neck. So wham, wham. Well, when he went this way, he knocked dude out. Like you could see it clear as day. He knocked dude out with his hit when he sliced him. And then he also stabbed him in the neck. So killed dude right on the spot. Him and the girl, it's like I know they caught him, but I kind of hope that she gets in trouble too, because like literally it was almost like it was just like a normal Tuesday afternoon for her. She didn't flinch. She did nothing. She just continued walking with her man, like as if that's just normal for him. Well, then here to find out, that fucking guy, I'm already cussing, probably demonetized again. That guy has like 15 violent offenses already. The next day from when that was recorded, the next day went into a bar that he was drinking at and just like beat the place up with a baseball bat. So like destroyed the place with a baseball bat. The guy that was like working there or owned the place or something tried to stop him, and he stabbed him. It's like, man, this guy's just like, he either one has mental conditions or is just like, that's just his lifestyle is just running around, shanking people when they get in his way, because, and you got to have a mental health condition to even think like that. But it was just, it's sad, like you see this guy, Good Samaritan just comes right out of, not Good Samaritan, but just comes out of a bar, not doing anything wrong, drinking seltzer water, walks up to somebody, and the guy goes ape shit on him and slits his throat and stabs him in the neck. Well, I seen another one. I'm trying to remember what happened with the other one. The other one was a knife thing too. Oh man, I can't remember it. I think I was gonna tell a story, but now I can't even remember that one. So I'm not gonna butcher it by telling you guys that one I can't remember. But it was definitely ruthless. More of the story, situational awareness. Yes, absolutely, absolutely. So poor, but you know, you can be as observant as possible, but there's still things that are going to catch you off guard. There's just sometimes there's just bad luck. There's going to be a time where you're walking and you're looking down. There's going to be a time where you're paying attention the wrong way, and that just happened to be one of those days for that guy. Probably walked out of his local bar, probably just a few blocks from his house or something, apartment, and bam, walks right into death. But yeah, but you definitely should try to be aware of your surroundings. That's why, like with me, like even with headphones, I don't even wear headphones like that are in both ears. So like when I wear headphones, I only wear one in one ear. Unless I'm like sitting here, then it doesn't matter. But I'm saying if I'm out and about, I wear only one headphone in one ear. In many cases, it's not on. And I do that on purpose so that I can always hear what's going on, because I've seen it. That's the reason. The reason why is because I've seen it firsthand. People get attacked and robbed, because they're looking down at their phone, earbuds in and just listening to music, trucking along, not paying attention to nothing. And somebody just is like, man, that's an easy target. So now I don't do that. Like I said, I always have one ear listening, always. And you can see the person too when they are aware of their surroundings. When they're walking, they're looking around, they're always looking back. And that's me for sure. Um, I try not to look paranoid or anything, but I definitely am always observing my surroundings. Dennis with the 5 bones. Thank you, brother. Just want to say hi and wish everyone a great time. Thank you, Dennis. I do appreciate it. I seen that post you did earlier. I gotta say your background was damn good looking. That's all I gotta say. Unity Snipes with the 5 bones, long time lurker. First time super chatting. Hey man, I appreciate the 5 bones. Thank you. What's up, bang gang? And I am needing to touch up my PM2. Would a 14-degree edge be best? 15 degrees, what I'd put on it. I like 15 degrees per side on my my PM2. So that's what I'd recommend. 15 degrees per side. From the factory, I believe it's 15 degrees per side with a 22-degree micro bevel, but I don't think you need the micro bevel. But I will say though, I don't know what steel you're dealing with, but if you start running into microchipping or something, just throw a quick micro bevel on it, and then you'll still keep the cutting performance and the sharpness, but it'll have a little bit more toughness at the apex. I wear my headphones when I ride my bike, but always put them around my neck when the road is busy or when I cross the road. That was when I wear my headphones the most. Yeah, see, I couldn't do it. My brain just would not it wouldn't let me. Even like when I jog and things like that, which isn't very often, but when I do, like I'll have one headphone in and that's it. I can't do it. But you know, I mean, you know, your environment and stuff, but it doesn't mean you have to be in a bad neighborhood to for something bad to happen or to be caught off guard. 15 degrees or 17 degrees, but what's Jared's opinion on 98 degrees? 15 degrees is what I would say. 98.6 degrees is a human's body temperature. Um, Headphones make you road pizza. Yeah, you do want to watch out for traffic for sure. For sure. I had a buddy die that way. Leaving my house on a bicycle or riding home, and a lady was putting on her makeup and swerved and hit him, obviously killed him on impact, threw him like 115 feet. He was like 200 feet from his house. Sad. Um, 98 degrees was the boy band. Yeah, I know it is. I know it is. I know it is. But I couldn't make it seem like I know what 98 degrees boy band is. Um, and you know what's crazy about that is that that was my best friend at the time, and I would because there was a neighborhood down that same road that I used to have to get to. And after his passing, I didn't go down the road for like a year, probably, at least like not on foot or on a bike, and maybe like 6 months. But regardless, the point is, those the next two times I went down that road, I was riding a bike just like he was, and I popped my tire in the exact spot he got hit. It's it doesn't make sense. I'm not trying to say something supernatural happened or anything. I'm just saying what happened. My tire popped right when I hit, because there's a like a rosary, or not a rosary, but a memorial thing that was set up there for him, so right where he got hit, and they have a thing there, and right when I would hit that, bam, the tire would pop. And then I'd have to walk. So I can't ride with my bike with a flat tire, so I'd have to walk it all the way to where I was going. Then, the next time I was going, same exact thing happened in the exact same spot. Um, and what's crazy is his brother, I didn't acknowledge it at the time, and I wasn't close with his brother or anything, but he was passing by, and he probably, was just seeing if I needed a ride because his brother died doing the same thing. Pulled over and asked me if I wanted to ride. I was like, "No, I'm all right." And then I acknowledged who it was, and I was like, "Damn it, man! I should have accepted that ride." But it didn't. Thank you, Irish Bomb Squad. Yes, there's a link to the Patreon. Uh, we got to get, don't forget, patrons, we have the giveaway being pulled tomorrow. I'm trying to let you guys know, if you have not entered into the giveaway yet, make sure you enter it, because tomorrow we are pulling it. And I want everybody to have a chance at, to get in there. We've had more than enough time, but I can see a lot of people haven't entered. But it seems like every month there's quite a bit of people that don't. Bald Assassin with the 10 bones. Thank you, brother. I appreciate it, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I received my new Kaiser Hiccup this week. Nice. The Kaiser Hiccup. What a name, right? Yeah, my neighborhood was fairly safe growing up. By the time I got to my teenage years, it started to get worse. My hometown has the nickname Swindlehurst. Nowadays, kids in gangs and lots of stealing. Um, the neighborhood I grew up in is in the fucking Urban Dictionary. Um, it's like, even like the slang word for it is in the Urban Dictionary. Sup, Beaches? Sorry I missed the first live of the year. Yeah, you did. You shit the bed on that one, didn't you? Shit the bed. So, as you guys know, I got a lot of comments from you guys, and I do appreciate it. From the last couple videos, I've been trying to work a little bit more on the editing, and I'm busting ass, and it's very frustrating because even though I do the editing and I do this stuff and this is what I do, I am completely out of my like wheelhouse. Like, I'm like, it's not my thing. Like, so I'm trying to obviously make it my thing. Obviously, I'm always on camera and stuff. So, I'm good at that, but I'm not good at editing. I'm just not. So I thought about hiring an editor because I want to take the channel and videos to another level. But then I thought about like, man, I should just put the work in and learn it and do it my damn self, because if anything ever happens, I should be able to do it myself. So I'm learning as much as I can, and it's frustrating, but I'm learning it, I'm doing it, and I am going to continue to produce better and better videos, at least to the best of my ability. And then hopefully what'll happen is I'll be able to post like 2 or 3 good quality videos a week, and then the other videos will just be like the normal videos, just first impressions and stuff, which I don't need to do crazy editing, which I already do a bunch of editing on those, if you guys don't notice. Fucking record, tons of B-roll, and I put those clips in so you guys get good, clear visuals of what I'm talking about or what I'm trying to show you. Um, but I'm good at that type of editing now. Like there's a level of which I'm really good at now, and now I got down pat. But anything extra, I, I'm not. But I'm learning, and I'm gonna continue to learn. And I got to get a new editing app. My editing app is just I just got a new editing app, and for some reason, it's just taking a shit. But I don't know. But I'm gonna hopefully you guys will continue seeing the videos just get better and better and more professional, more professional. Robert Douglas with the 2 bones. Thank you, man. And Q Ball's been a member for 10 months. Man, I didn't even realize we've had the membership for 10 months. That's crazy. Shout out to Chris. Thank you, man. Here's the start to a new awesome 2023. Wishing everyone a very happy new year. You too, man. You too. And he isn't just any member. He's a damn rockstud. And he's a rockstud for 10 months, man. Thank you for the support. We do have a members live tomorrow. Man, 10 months. I didn't even realize we've had it that long. That's crazy. That's the really frustrating part of YouTube. More effort doesn't guarantee results like in the real world. No, that's true. Luck dictates success more than hard work does. Yes and no. So this is the thing, is that I know that a lot of times when I put a lot of work into a video, it does not do well. And I already know that. And I know some of the ones that do very well are the ones I put very, very little effort into. And then afterwards, I wish I would have put more effort into it, because I can't help but think like all the people that watch that video, if I would have done it better, would have subscribed or would watch another video. But so many of them didn't because it wasn't good. Right. But yet it got all these views. That just means that they clicked on it. That doesn't mean they liked it. Right. So the way I'm thinking about it is that if I can do better quality videos more often, then I have 100 times more of a chance of, when those people do click and it does do really good, that it'll be a good video rather than not one. If all of them are really good, then the ones that do very well, you know what I mean, that they'll do even better. And there is a level of which, when it's entertaining and when it's good, and like it's like on a roll, to where, because there's like attention spans, right? And this is the shit that I study like all day long. Like your guys' attention spans are like fucking toasters. So if I don't do something different in 6 seconds, you guys are fucking clicking off fast. So changing the scenery, changing something like every 6 to 8 seconds, so where like just something changes to where your guys' toasters are able to continue watching, because the visuals changed a little bit and the information's coming in, so your brain's thinking. If I can keep that on a roll, then I have a better likely chance of you watching a longer bit of time in the video, which will result in YouTube sharing the video more because it's gotten more watch time. So all these little things dictate the quality of the video. And if I make the video really high quality, I got a better chance of doing that. So, and then also it's 2023. So, I've been doing this long enough that my videos should be a little bit more professional. Not that, like I said, not that I'm not going to do my regular videos how I do already, but just that I want to get some really good content out there. And there's videos that I have a feeling that are going to do well. Those are the ones that I should probably work a little bit harder on. The ones that I think are going to do well. Now, like I said before, sometimes that's not the case, but in many cases it is. In many cases, I have a good idea after doing this long. I know which ones you guys will click on, and I know which ones you guys won't. There's just been times where I've put a lot of work into a video, hoping you guys were going to click on it, knowing it's probably unrealistic, but you know. Thank you, Cuba. Yes, please hit the like button. It definitely helps me out in the algorithm. Yeah, leave that unprofessional crap back in 2020. Yeah, there you go. Damn right. Leave it back there. Just do you, Jared. It's what we like, and that's what I'm doing, and that's what I'm gonna do, because I like to every year constantly improve something on the channel and improve myself. So every year I really truly do that. Like that's just me. I want to improve constantly and constantly master different abilities and implement them onto the channel, and hopefully it's for the good. Next doctor visit, I'm just going to tell them I'm okay. Jared said I'm a toaster. Uh, Waiting for the budget top 5. It's coming. It's coming. I'm gonna do it. I am definitely gonna do that video. I already thought so. What was originally I was gonna do was in that video, I originally had a budget option planned to show you guys with every choice I picked. Here's a budget option, but then I thought about it like I probably shouldn't do that. I should probably just make that its own video. So that's what I'm gonna do. And you guys said it in the comments. Once I seen a few comments saying, yeah, do it, please do it, I'm definitely gonna do it. If you guys wouldn't have commented it at all, I probably wouldn't. But Peter with the 5 crackers. Thank you, man. Got drunk Christmas and now reaping the rewards. Got a Sabenza and a huge plate of 14C28N to play with. There you go. Hell yeah. Good for you, man. Good for you. You must have been drunk purchasing. Good for you though. Hell yeah. Sometimes those purchases, those ones that you can't remember, like the one with the quiet carry, man, I'm so happy I did this one. I'm so happy. And it's not that I was drunk or anything. There was a bunch of knives that had dropped, and like I bought a few like at the same time. Like I bought that Tuya Envy. I bought I had this other one coming in. I had the Mannix. So I just didn't remember. But damn it, I'm so happy I did. I'm still carrying it. I'm still carrying. I haven't carried anything else since I got this. It's just it's that good. It is that good. Damn it, is it good? This is like, oh, it's my new favorite knife. I don't know about my favorite of all knives, but it's really good. I am so happy I got that one. Hey, my mom's in here. Hello, son. How are you tonight? How's everyone? Hope everybody's doing well. I hope you're doing well, Mom. And yes, I'm doing great. Thank you. Just no knives under $30 for the vid. Well, the most of them will probably be a 40, between 40 and 100. You know, that's usually I might toss in like some real budget options just for the person that might need that. But I'm going to give my real opinion on what I think for the best budget option, and then maybe some other, you know, recommendations for people that might need something else. I like to give at least one other recommendation, because in many cases you already have it, or maybe don't like it, or maybe it's just not your style. Like kind of like the Spyderco Mannix. Like I love the Spyderco Mannix. Tons of people love the Spyderco Mannix, but there are people out there that just think it's ugly, or it's just not their style, or they don't like it. So in that case, I would recommend something that has a completely different style than that. The Open L, still relevant in today's knife market. I don't know about that. I've never been an Open L fan, man. I don't like them. To me, it's like a toy knife. That's what I think of when I think of it. It's like a Boy Scouts knife or something. I have that problem sometimes too. Bought 4 watches this week. Nice. What watches did you get? Hell yeah. I'm in need of a new watch. Michael Jordan didn't become the GOAT on luck. Damn right. But but he lucked out going to the Bulls. Everything else was skill, hard work, and determination. Damn right. You really, luck. So how does it go? And I'm gonna butcher it. So one of you guys write it down. When preparation meets opportunity. Right? Is that how it goes? So if you're not the opportunity, you might get lucky, right? You might get lucky and the opportunity might arise. But if you're not fucking prepared for the opportunity, then you will miss it and you will fail it. So the point is to have the abilities, the preparation, determination, skills, work ethic, and bust your fucking ass. So when the opportunity arises, you are prepared for it. Question. What's a good folding knife for self-defense and work use, like opening boxes and breaking down boxes, pretty much for all uses? The Spyderco Yojimbo. I mentioned it in that video that I just posted today. If you want to watch that video that I posted earlier, Richard, I don't know if you've seen it, but watch that video. But yeah, I would recommend the Yojimbo. It's technically designed for self-defense, but it's got a worn cliff blade shape with a nice deep hollow grind that's fantastic for slicing. Great utility cuts. It's literally like a big box cutter. It's exactly what you're asking for. And it's got a compression lock, which is a nice, strong locking system. Now, they have the Yo Jumbo, which is a big version. Do I have it right here? No, but they have the Yo Jumbo. Get the Yo Jimbo. I think you'll like that a little bit more. The Yo Jumbo is a bit obnoxious. I love it, but more people are going to prefer the Yo Jimbo over the Yo Jumbo. My birthday tomorrow. Happy birthday, Talica. I'm not doing what? My birthday's tomorrow. I'm not doing anything at all. Jared is coming soon. He didn't say it. So today's his birthday eve. Yeah, today. Right. Well, happy birthday, Talica. I'm gonna need to come by, have a beer with you. Spyderco needs to use the ball lock on other models. I can't agree with you more. I don't know. Like I know they have a bunch of models with the ball lock, but none of them have the cage. They just have the ball, and you gotta like squeeze your fingers in there and grab the ball and pull down. I don't know why they don't have like a dozen. If they were smart, they would do it. And I hate using that sentence. My dad used to say that sentence. If you were smart, you do this. And it's like, what are you calling you stupid? But I I think they should definitely come up with like even the Gale Bradley. Can you imagine the Gale Bradley with a ball lock? That would be, oh my goodness. I would love that. What's up, Trevin? Jared. Question: Benchmade's worth the money? Some of them, but they are overpriced. You're paying the butterfly tax, but with the butterfly tax, you get a lifetime warranty and one of the best warranties in the business. If anything happens, they're going to fix it. If you break your blade, you can get a blade replacement for like $20, possibly 40, depending on the blade steel. So they also have lifetime sharpening. So there's a reason why. Did you bring my jewel? Yeah. So, but there's a reason why you get the butterfly tax, but yes, there is a butterfly tax to it. So yeah, they're a little bit overpriced. Some of them are crazily overpriced, but usually, like there's a few models that are worth it. Like I personally love the Benchmade Griptilian. I think that's a fantastic choice. The Adamas is another one. What's up, baby? Love you. The Adamas is another one. The Mini Adamas. I love the Benchmade Griptilian sheep's foot with the hole specifically, and you can always get aftermarket scales if you don't like the FRN. That's what I did. But they do sell the G10 models too, but don't get that. Just get the FRN model and then buy separate scales. Hard use and self-defense. Look no further than the Nepalese kukri. You can cut the head off your goat for mealtime Mondays or the head off the vagrant trying to steal your goat. Multifaceted. I almost read that as motherfucker. Multifaceted. The Shootout, Infidel, and Autocrat are definitely worth it. Also, the Adamas. Anyone know anything about the Liang Ma field due to EDC and when it's supposed to? He said 2 weeks, like a week ago. So if he said 2 weeks a week ago, figure about another week. It should be mailing out. Gail Bradley could be improved upon because I can't wait for mine, man. I'm excited. It's another one I'm excited about. Seems logical says the Gail Bradley could be improved upon the different locking mechanism, but then the Gail Bradley 2 would no longer sell. That's true. It wouldn't. It would not sell no more. But why not reinvent it? I mean, I think it's a good idea. Even if they threw bearings on it, man, that would massively improve it. The thing is, though, it's just not that I don't enjoy a good slow rolling knife every now and then, but that one, it's kind of got no detent. So it's like, it just, it's a great knife, but damn it, it could be improved massively. Hey, Brian from Transparent Knives. Last time I checked, they raised the price for the blade replacement from $30 to $40 to $90 to $120. What? Depends on the MSRP of the knife. Kind of makes the butterfly tax hurt more. Fucking right it does. Damn, I didn't know that. Yeah, that's ridiculous. Last time, so I called them, I don't know, 6 months ago, maybe even 8 months ago, maybe even 10 months ago, but it was within the year. I called them and I asked them for a blade replacement for S90V, and they quoted me $40. So that's where I was getting that from. But I'm sure they upped it because they upped the prices on everything else too. So I think the bug outs, what are they, like 160 now or something, 150 or something like that? I forget. They raised their prices, man, and it does hurt a bit more. I still think they have a few good models, but for the most part, yeah, they're a bit overpriced, especially for what you're getting, because and I hate to compare them to overseas knives because there's just a huge difference between overseas and American made knives. So I hate to compare them. So I'll compare them to a USA company like Hogue. If Hogue can do it for the prices they do, I don't know what's wrong with Benchmade doing it. Even if they're gonna have a little bit of a butterfly tax, it's like, damn, man, you guys are pushing it. I wish Spyderco made some brand new models or got in touch with some designers. It'd probably be the knife of the year with the reputation of them. Yeah, absolutely. They have a ton of designs. It's just some of the designs that come out with, they're like under the radar. Like yeah, go look at Spyderco's archived products. You'll see like stuff you never even knew about. But they come out for like they like hit the market and there's only like 200 of them and then they're gone. So you never see them again. No, it's complete designs. Yeah. Kara's in the back talking. I'm sure you guys can hear her. I used to deliver the steel coils to Benchmade's headquarters for their knives. Nice. What's going on, Rochambeau? Caressing like buttons can lead to happy endings. So Brandon Sutton's, yes, that wasn't for me. There isn't a Benchmade out there that really appeals to me. I do like my shootout, but it's an auto OTF. I'm more partial to manual folders. I am too, but I do like the Adamas. I love the mini Adamas. I love the Griptilian. I do like the 940. I love the bug out, but I think the bug out is way too overpriced. Same thing with the 940 now, but that doesn't mean I don't like them. Like, I can like the knife and not like the price. When I bought my Benchmade Freak, it was $200. Now it's $250. Yep. That sounds about right. Brian says SPK Spyderco Lamia collab might be happening. No shit. That would be dope. Wonder what steel they'd pick and what factory. Hopefully it's the USA factory. That's what I would imagine. I would imagine to be the USA factory. But yeah, that sounds dope. Yeah, I wonder what steel they'd choose. That's a good question. Because because Spyderco, they'll pretty much do any steel. So that's awesome. Hell yeah. Sign me up. Went to a local sporting goods store, green top, and they have a full end cap display case of Medford's. Handled the smooth criminal today. No shit. That's awesome. Oh yeah. Yeah, I've never, besides blade show. I've never went into anywhere and saw like the best place I've ever been to, like with knives wise, besides like gun shows back in the day, is like Bass Pro Shop. Bass Pro Shop used to have like ZTs. Now it's all Benchmades, but like before last year, it was they had ZTs, Benchmades, and a bunch of other different brands that were pretty good, decent brands. Not the best, but they were all overpriced. But that was about the best I had for going and testing and checking out knives. I know they have some other places, but a lot of the good ones, man, they're not around me. I've got a Spyderco Gunting. It's a super weird looking knife, even for Spyderco, and didn't stick around long. A lot of them don't stick around. That's what I mean. A lot of the weird ones aren't made to stick around. They do them for the Spyderco fanboys that collect every single one of them, or for the specific audience of people. This is for them. Once they're done, they don't make them anymore. Some of them they should definitely bring back. Spyderco over Benchmade all day long. I do agree with that. I'd love to see Spyderco heat treated magnet cut. They have. They did. I got to test the mule. The mule was one they did. They did a good job on it too. At the time, that was the best magnet cut I had tried. I'm on the fence of getting the Demco 20.5 shark foot texture titanium and the Para 3 Flytanium black blade gray scales. Which do you recommend? Demco 375, Spyderco 249. Thanks. To be honest, I honestly, just being legit, being honest, I think you would get much more out of the Spyderco than the Demco for a couple reasons. If you're planning on taking the Demco and getting it reground, then I would say maybe, right? But if you're not planning on sending it out and getting a regrind or anything like that, the geometry's thick on those. So, just sharpening it once or twice, man, the thing, it's super thick behind the edge. The Spyderco is a little bit more EDC friendly. And if you get a CME from OCD for EDC, you can basically turn the compression lock into a button lock. I think you would enjoy the Para 3 more. I really do. And the detent is, more solid. So, but that doesn't mean the 20.5s aren't amazing. They are. I just, like with me, until I got my reblade from Brian, like I liked it, but I didn't love it. After I got the reblade, like that's when I fell in love with it. But before that, I was, more addicted to the 80/20 more than the 80/20.5. But regardless, that thing's thick as a brick too. But the geometry, man, they just need to thin them out. Put a hollow grind on them or something. Why do you think Spyderco isn't trying new models? Old ones selling too well? Well, they will. They do. They definitely pump out new models. It's just they drop them like once a year. It's not like some of the overseas companies that can drop, new knives every 2 months. They have to, plan and execute a little bit better, I guess. I don't know. But they'll be dropping some more probably next year, I'm sure. But yeah, they have models that are tried and true, tested, that they're guaranteed to sell, and they have to constantly keep making them because they got to constantly keep filling the dealers. So all the dealers that buy from them and sell their knives, they run out of the models and they're already pre-order ready to buy more. So Spyderco has to keep that inventory coming. Kind of like Chris Reeves, same way. They're backed up for a long time making knives. That's why it's difficult for them to make a new design. And think about it. Why would you? If you really think about it, like just logically as a business owner, would you waste your time making and designing and losing money making a new model, right? And you're losing money every day. Your machines are making a new knife that isn't even sold yet, and you're not making other knives. So, your machines are busy, your men are busy, so you're just losing money. Or have knives that are already sold, they're already gone, just make those. Make the ones that are already pre-sold, and now you're just racking in money. Your machines are rolling and you're just making money. Not saying that the ones that you make won't make money, but in order for you to make those new ones, you have to lose money, because you have to take the time away from that. Spyderco has better heat treat, but Benchmade has the better warranty service. That's true. That's very true, Todd. Uh, that's one thing I've heard a lot of complaints about is Spyderco's warranty service. I've never dealt with it, but I believe everybody. Will they still be doing the Salt Series and Magna Cut? I don't know because I heard that like last year. Maybe they are. They're just wait until next year or something, but I heard they are. We'll see. Who has a Spidey stovepipe? I have not. I have not even tried one. Why do you think Spyderco isn't trying new models? Oh, I think I already answered that. Um, I hate the only Benchmade I ever bought, the 940-2. That thing doesn't cut too well, and the heat treat is shit. The screws are all Loctited to shit, and the Omega spring's broken and can't remove the screws. You had a bad time. Sounds like you're holding a grudge. I like my 940. I got the -1 and S90V. The heat treat, it's all right. It's not the best S90V, but it's all right. I'm not complaining about it too much, but it's definitely thick. It's definitely thick. Um, it's kind of a multi-tool knife. It's more than a slicer. It's a multi-tool. So that's the way you kind of got to look at it. But yeah, Omega springs do break. Got to get them replaced. It's weird because there's some Benchmades, like even me. I have Benchmades right now that have never ever broken an Omega spring and are just perfect. Like the lockup's perfect. Everything's great on them. I love them. Then I have other ones that have broken Omega springs over and over. It's weird. It's like certain ones. It's like I don't not that it's defected because like I have my bug out, which broke like 3 sets of Omega springs like within like 2 months. Now it hasn't broken any in over a year, probably more than that, probably 2 years. But I also bought new Omega springs from Etsy. So old story goes, take care of your tools and your tools will take care of you. That is a great saying, Robert. Great quote. I love it. Is a Spyderco mouse a valuable knife? I picked one up for like $10 at a yard sale and can't find much on them. I don't know which one the Spyderco mouse is. I don't know if it was you, but somebody sent Kara through the email a picture of an old Spyderco that they got at like a garage sale or a flea market somewhere. I don't know where they got it, but they got them somewhere and it's old. I've never seen it before. I can't remember what it looked like. It kind of looked like a McBee with a backlock. I'd like to see the Spyderco Salt Series start using Vanex. That would be fire. I'd love to see them. You know what I'd love to see? I'd love to see them do a premium version of the Salt Series in Vanex. Like say do instead of the FRN, maybe G10 or titanium or aluminum or something, and then Vanex steel, not with the back lock though. Use either the compression lock or the ball lock. Wishful thinking, though. But that would be badass. When should the factor batches be out? Got an email from the 31st of December, said it would be shipping soon. Got any thoughts? I haven't heard anything. I wouldn't have, though. You guys would have that information through the email service. Button locks were all the rage for 2022. What do you think will be the rage for 2023? Well, I think like we were just talking about with the factor, I think the magnet lock or magnet detents and magnet lock too is going to catch some hype. I think that's going to be something. I don't know if it'll only come from Brian Winters or if other companies will pick it up. Does Spyderco have a patent on the ball lock? I wonder if they have a patent, because if they didn't have a patent, man, I don't know why a company doesn't swoop in and do something with that. At the very least, you'd think a company would come in and take the crossbar lock and just put a regular spring on it. That would be a huge thing too. But yeah, I think the button locks are going to continue. I don't think the button locks are going to slow down. I think we're going to see more crossbar locks. I love frame locks. I love all locks, but I'm sure we're going to see something special coming out. We usually do. So there's no telling what that will be. Jared, have you seen the new VOSTEED? Yes, I actually got them in today finally. The problem is I got them in. I'm gonna do a first impressions on them tomorrow, but the problem is that they're sold out for like 2 or 3 months now. So I'm gonna do a first impressions on them, just because, and then I'll just have to hold off and wait until they come back in stock before, doing another video or whatever on them. Just because I hate to rub it in, if you can't get it. But they were late shipping. That was the problem. So I should have got it like 2 weeks ago or something, but just mail, the holidays. I would like to see a Shaman XL. Whoa, like they did the Manix XL. The Shaman's already a big knife, but yeah, that'd be badass. That'd be a beast for sure. Oh yeah, I'd like that too. I have a stovepipe sharp as hell. It was me. I sent it through Instagram. Oh, that's what I figured. I figured when you said the Spyderco and where you got it, I figured that was you. For the record, I love Spyderco. Me too. I like Spyderco too. Does anyone else have the PM2 in crew wear? Yes, I do. It has traditional liners instead of nested like other PM2s. Mine is an aluminum version, so it has no liners. Looking for replacement scales. Not a fan of this micarta Spyderco uses. Um, I'm not a huge fan of the aluminum handles I got, but they're okay. Let me show you guys. I think it's right here, or maybe not. Damn it! Oh no, I sent it over here. So these are the aluminum scales from Blade HQ. They look really cool, and that's the CME I was talking about. But and man, this crew wear. Damn it, that's sharp. Look at that edge. Fucker is sharp. But anyways, I don't like the way it goes in and out of the pocket with the clip. That's my problem with it. It's a little gritty going in and out of the pocket. Speaking of pockets, check these pants out. So I decided to check out some new jeans. It's supposed to be what's it called? The Best Jean Company or something? What? The Perfect Jeans. No, it's not called the Perfect Jeans. It's called something else. Perfect pair of jeans. Let me just look. Okay. I want to make sure. Maybe it is the perfect jean. Anyway, so I grabbed a pair of perfect jean, and I like having good quality jean pairs of jeans. My other pairs that I have are mostly Levi's, and then I have some Tommy Hilfiger pants. That's what I mostly wear because they're made in Mexico and they're really good quality jeans, and I can get the exact fit I want, and I like the stitching and everything. But I still like to try other different jeans. So I seen these pop up. I think it was on Instagram or something. I don't know. And they looked really good. And I will say they are pretty nice. I'm wearing them right now. They they're fitted real they fit really nice. I got the slim thick ones, which are a little bit baggier in the legs than I like, but they're not bad. They're actually still pretty good. I got the gray ones. I'm probably gonna grab a new pair, but these things are mega stretchy. Like I could kick somebody in the forehead right now without a problem. Even if they were super tight, I could kick somebody in the forehead because it's like they're super stretchy. Like here, watch this. Watch my pocket. So getting your hands in your pockets and everything, it's nice. You know, it's the whole thing is just like, look at this, watch this. But they feel like jeans though. Like they just feel like regular jeans, but they're super stretchy and they're not thin. Like I had some other pairs like this that were stretchy, but they were thin. These are not thin. The pockets, like even when I put the knife in my pocket, the clip, I can feel the clip going over the jeans. You can feel that it's not like super thick, but it's a good thickness. But they are expensive though. That's the only problem with them. Um, I'm gonna skip forward. because I notice I'm pretty backed up after talking about my pants. So, um, Transparent Knives says, "Dang, I'm wearing sweatpants. That's what I was wearing just a couple hours ago, and I still can't kick someone unless it's like my 2-year-old niece." Yeah, I'm kind of exaggerating myself. I could probably get somebody in maybe in the chin, maybe. I don't know about the forehead. I used to be able to. I used to, but it's been a long time since I've done high kicks like that. About 2 years ago, I went back to stretching and I was doing a lot of kicking on my bag, but it's been a while now. And if you don't stretch every day and you do not like do high kicks and stuff every day, it goes away very fast. Your body adapts very fast. So, yeah. What's up, Stasa? Shout out to Stasa23. Definitely go and subscribe to his channel if you haven't already. Um, definitely do that. What did I write? Oh, I wanted to talk about this really quick. My Spartan Harsey. So one thing I've noticed is that before because I got a regrind on it, by the way. So just so you guys know, we're talking about the regrind right now. So before I got the regrind, this thing was stupid thick. That's the one thing that's wrong with the Spartan Harseys is, man, they are thick as shit. So getting a regrind, in my opinion, is a must. Unless if you're going to use it as a pry bar cutting tool, then yeah, definitely get a regrind. Now, everybody was talking about how good the heat treat was on their S35, how good of a heat treat they did, and all this blah, 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 blah. But I never noticed it because of how thick my geometry was. Like it just didn't perform that well. My edge retention was not that great. But now, after getting the regrind, the edge retention is great now. And I had sharpened it multiple times before I ever got a regrind, so it had nothing to do with a burnt edge or anything like that. And it's not that like it felt like a bad heat treat or anything. It's just the geometry was so thick, my edge retention just seemed like it was super poor. But after the regrind, this thing now holds an edge really good. I've had this edge on here for a minute, and I have used it. I've used it, cut with it, broke boxes down, and it's still, man, it has a lot of bite to it. The satin finish still looks good, no scratches or anything, or at least nothing serious. You can see just got a little tiny sharpening notch in there. Probably have to fix that eventually, or cut it in a little bit deeper. But yeah, so the reason why I was bringing it up was I was just thinking, for people that do have knives that are thick ground and it just doesn't seem like they hold an edge for very long, try getting a regrind. You'd be surprised how much that changes. The geometry in the knife massively impacts the edge retention. And on this one, like I can't be positive, but I feel like I get twice as much edge retention out of it now that I got the regrind. I'm not saying that's true, but that's what I feel like. My Harsey did so good in my testing. I smacked it on the aluminum rod hard 3 times and it did nothing. It's fat thick. Yeah. And that's how I mean, obviously I had the same thing. It's so thick though. It's like, yeah, of course you can do some crazy shit with it. But the one thing you can't do much with is you can't pass through materials very well. Even with it, like I laid back my angle on my edge really far. I think I put a 15-degree edge on it before I got it reground. And yes, it cut a lot better, a lot better than it did with a 20-degree edge bevel or whatever. But now that it has the regrind, this thing passes through materials like beta. I think it's 10 thousandths behind the edge. No, I think it's 15 thousandths. 15 thousandths behind the edge. Houston, we have a problem. Yes, guys, please hit the like button. I do appreciate it. So I'll just thank you guys ahead of time. Thank you for hitting the like button. I have a total of 20 knives. And when I tell people that the look they give me is crazy, I have to think to myself, they don't even know. Are we still splitting heads on this like button thing? Yes, we are. Yes, we are. World World Tree with the 5 bones. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Evening, folks. Jared, how's your 2023 so far? Just unboxed the F5.5 Stormtrooper. Super impressed with the form in action. Only gripe, the pocket clip. I didn't mind the pocket clip. Is the Stormtrooper the same clip as the regular one? I didn't mind the pocket clip. I like it. But yeah, super solid knife. And yes, my 2023 is going great so far. I'm just busting my ass trying to learn some new editing skills so that I can provide better quality videos for you guys. Jared, who did your regrind? This one was done by BGM. BGM does a really good job, and he usually has it done within a week. So $60. Thank you again, World Tree, for the bones. I appreciate it. They would think I'm insane if they saw how many dude, I'm embarrassed because like I have so many knives that it's almost disgusting at this point. And I mean that in like so I remember back in the day when I was watching you, Stasa, when I was watching you, and you guys had these massive collections, and I'd have like 20, 25 knives, maybe, 20, 30 knives. And I couldn't help but think like, man, I wish I had as many knives as them. And I'd watch you guys go through fucking 20 or 30 knives in 2 videos, right? And I'm trying to make make all kinds of content out of my 15, 20, 30 knives. Just thinking like, man, if I only had all those knives. And now it's like I feel like I'm drowning sometimes. I don't have enough places for them. I'm just like, they're stacking up. Where do I put the boxes? I hate boxes right now. Right now, I am pissed. I hate fucking boxes. So I literally have bins of boxes. Like the whole bottom of this square thing, all 4 squares on the bottom are all boxes. Like I have boxes everywhere and I hate it. And why do I save them? Why? I don't know. I guess because I feel like if I give it away, I should give it away in the original box, or if I sell it, I want to have the original box. But damn it, sometimes I don't know if I want to go through the effort to find the damn box if I did. Like, because I had to pull out so many of them, and I got just racks and racks and cases, and it's just like it winds up becoming head spinning how many fucking knives, because a lot of them I don't need. Like, I don't even care if I have them. But, like, because I do lots of crazy, stupid Amazon purchases to make videos and things like that. And even though they're really cool knives and stuff, it's just when you have 400 knives, you don't need another one, right? Like, not that I don't want more, but when it comes to some of like the more budget friendly knives, you don't really need those ones. But companies send them, and I buy a lot too for the channel, because like I say, if a new budget knife comes out, I gotta buy it for the channel to show you guys. But now I own it. Now I have to have a place for it or give it away. And I try to give away, and you guys have no idea. I constantly like think about like, man, I'm gonna give this away, I'm gonna give this away, and I'm gonna. So I have a ton of stuff to give away to you guys, but it's like I would give away 100 knives right now if I didn't have to pay for all the damn shipping. So do people tell you that you look like Richard Gere? I've heard that a couple times, but only back in the day in his sexier days, though. That's what they tell me. They tell me you look like Richard Gere when he was in Pretty Woman. And I say, yeah, that makes sense. Or what was the other one? What was what was it? Damn it, I can't remember the name. When he went to the military, got kicked in the nuts. I can't remember. Man of Honor or something? No, I can't remember. But anyways, yeah. Probably more like back then, though. Thank you, Southpaw. I do appreciate it. Jacob, make sure you send Jared a bunch of messages asking where you should sell them. Well, see, I could sell them, but a lot of times, like, I think about, like, man, I should just give them to, like, I have no problem selling knives, and I have a huge collection to sell. That's not the problem. I like to have knives on deck to give away. You guys have no idea. I give a lot of knives away. Like, even to my family, when I go to my family's house, I hand out knives. I give away on Patreon. I give away during the lives, and I try to, build them up so that I can. Um, but yeah, just sometimes, man, it just some of the cheap ones. Like, I have some knives that I wouldn't even give away. Those are the knives I'm talking about. The knives I wouldn't sell or give away. Like, they're just junk. Like, they're shit knives. Why do I have them? Like, when I did the worst knives video, right? I'm just buying garbage Gerbers. What am I going to do with those? I have filled up an entire bedroom with knives and fucking boxes. I could fill up a swimming pool with all the boxes. 10 to 20 sweet spot. So you can enjoy them. Yeah. I mean, I felt comfortable around 100. I was comfortable until then. Over 100, I started feeling a little crowded. I thought I was crowded. Then when I got to like 300, then it's like, you start like feeling like you're falling over knives. You start stepping on them and cutting yourself. Your knife sharpening knives are the best on YouTube. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that, man. And I am going to continue making those videos. I have a really cool one tomorrow. We have a members live. So if you guys aren't members, you guys want to join the membership, right next to the subscribe button, it says join. If you click that, you can pick a tier. Pick any tier you want. You can pick the lowest tier, and we do members live sharpening. And then you can, tomorrow at noon, we do them twice a month where we do live sharpenings, and I sit here and you guys can sharpen with me. Or if you guys have any questions, or if you guys want me to show you anything, I can do it one-on-one, or you guys and me. But I do one-on-one, just me and you, if you're a rock stud, if you want. When I order live from the USA, I need to pay an extra 20% tax, but most of the time it's still Sharpay. Okay. Crappay. Your knife sharpening knives are the best on YouTube. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you. I think I already read that one. I will pay for shipping. Yeah, but some of the knives, they're not even worth the shipping. That's my point. Like, some of the ones, like, I feel bad even giving away. Like, there's a lot of knives I'm going to give away that are good quality, and I give those to the patrons and to the members. But some of the knives like that, I just would just like give away. Like, they're not that great. Some of them are okay, but a lot of them are not. I'll be giving away a good bit when I have my giveaway. I know you will. And that's why you guys need to subscribe to his channel so you guys can get on that. Original goat scales giveaway. Speaking of original goat, the DECA scales drop on the 9th. So if you guys want to get some DECA scales, the 9th, they're dropping more, and use my discount code. Where's Emler? Emler's in here? No, Emler's not in here. I don't always sharpen my knives during a Neeves live, but every time I do, that edge is blinging. Yeah, I don't. I know a lot of people are sharpening at the same time, and a lot of people are not, but you can always run it back. You can always run it back later when you are sharpening. But the point is, though, is that you can ask me in-depth questions right there, and that's the time, because I get dozens of questions a day on sharpening. If you catch me in a members live, sign up to the membership. It's a couple dollars for the month, and you can literally ask me whatever you want. I will show you exactly what you're asking, and it's easier than me typing it. Like, if I can explain it in great detail and show you, because then I can show you the movements, I can show you my hand. If it's on a fixed angle system, I can break it out. Like, I can show so much more rather than talking. Oh, congratulations. She hit 1,000K followers on Instagram yesterday. Tomorrow we'll be announcing my 1,000K giveaway. There will be multiple prize packs, and we'll run for 1 week with the live drawing. There you guys go. Go and sign up to that giveaway. There's a giveaway right there. So you guys come here and you guys get notifications on giveaways. Have you tested the Invictus Terravantium yet? No, I have not. I haven't had an opportunity yet. It's going to be a few days. I have to test the sword on Monday. I have videos that have to be up the next couple days. Like, I have timelines, so I'm not going to be able to test anything probably for a few days. And I have some knife sharpening I have to do. I got a box of knives from Talica in, so I got to finish those. I got a lot on the plate right now, but after I'm done with that, then I'm going to start testing it. Watching Neeves sharpen live is how my Strider AR ended up with a 20-degree per side mirror edge. Now it actually cuts well. Hell yeah. Jared, did you get the VOSTEED Valkyrie? Is it freaking awesome? Yes, I did. And yes, it is. I'll be doing a first impressions on it tomorrow. The only problem is that I don't think they'll be restocked till April. Yo, Neeves, just bought the Yo Jumbo 2 after watching your review. The first Spyderco in my collection. Thanks, man. Hell yeah. Good for you. You got the Yo Jumbo or the Yo Jimbo? Which one did you get? Did you get the Big Daddy or did you get the regular size one? If you like big knives, then the Yo Jumbo is going to be the one you probably got. But if you like just regular size knives, the Yo Jimbo is a great knife, but the Yo Jumbo, man, it's a beast. It's a beast. If it's too big for you when you get it, return it. Just return it and then order the Yo Jimbo. Because if it's too big for you, you'll know right away if it's too big for you if you got the Yo Jumbo. But switch it out. Switch it out. Do that because you'll be a lot happier if it's too big for you. Because the Yo Jimbo is a perfect size EDC. Maybe you did. Maybe you did. I've ran out of Neeves live sharpening, so you need to up your game. Okay, I got you. Well, don't miss the shorts. I do have shorts too, but I know. Trust me, I have to get back. I'm putting time into learning these new editing skills so that I can provide better quality. I am going to invest in a macro lens and possibly some other lenses, but definitely a macro lens. But I am going to work on doing more sharpening videos. I have a bunch like on the list that I want to do. A lot of them are shorts. So the shorts do very well because I can teach something specific in 60 seconds. Granted, it's only 60 seconds, so I can't go into too great a detail, but I can teach something specific in many cases. Or sometimes, it's just cool just to watch a cool sharpening video. But I will be doing some full-length videos. Do you know if the original Goat Deca scales fit on the Magna Cup version or only the 20CV version? So as long as it's the V2, the version 2. So the one with the less screws, that's the one it fits. They also have a few, I don't know how many, but some special ones coming out that are a little bit longer. So it gives you even a bigger grip if you have massive hands. But yeah, the one with the less screws is the one it fits. So yes, it fits the Magna Cut version for sure. 100% the Magna Cut version. But as far as the G10 ones go, only the version 2. Your sharpening videos calm me down more than rubbing jam on my nose. Well, you know what? It's for therapeutic for me too. I find sharpening, especially freehand, but sharpening period. It can be on a fixed angled system, doesn't matter. But it's very therapeutic. It does something to the soul. It helps you, I don't know, get into like a mode where you're focused, you're concentrating, but yet you're relaxed, calm down. You get to forget everything on the outside and you get to focus on this. And in the end, you get to watch yourself go from something bad to something good. And you can say, I did it. Granted, there's times where, especially during learning, that you're going to probably make it a little bit worse. Maybe you'll make it just okay. But that learning process is huge. Every time you do it, you learn more and more. And it's okay if you first start to not be able to do that good. That's okay. That's fine. That's good, actually, because now you learn your mistakes. You can't get good without going through the mistakes. I have nearly no idea how to freehand, but your videos are definitely helping. Awesome. Watch just for one that I think could help you a lot. Watch my step by step video, step by step freehand sharpening video. I go into great detail on that video, like on holding angles and stuff, and I teach you a trick on how to hold an angle. I have Magna Cut incoming. Nice. What knife is it? Ultra sharp diamond plates. Yep, right there. There's some ultra sharp diamond plates. Thank you, Irish. Those are those are like the more affordable diamond plates, but they're good quality diamond plates. The other ones I recommend are the Atomas, but they are much more expensive. I was carrying Spyderco smack with the titanium scales, bronze hardware, and a flamed titanium pocket clip. Not much today. It was very relaxing. That's an awesome knife. I like the smack. The smack's a good one. I also like the Kapara. Which ones would you guys pick between the Kapara and the smack? Which one would you pick? Go. That's how I feel about finger painting. I get done and I'm like, wow, I did it, and I have the biggest smile. Oh fuck. Ceramic or diamond rods. Thank you, man. He's linking my links. Linking the links. You pick the smock. We got smock Maurice. Shout out to Maurice. Picking the buck 110, which wasn't on the list. We got a bunch of smocks. Oh, we got a Kapara. Okay, we got a Kapara. I would pick the Kapara personally. I love the hollow grind on the smock. I love the smock. I'm not saying I don't like the smock, but if I had to pick with a gun to my head, I think I'd pick the Kapara. Smock. What's up, Jared? All is good. That's awesome. Good for you. It's always good to be doing good. The Kapara, there you go. Looking forward to getting the textured pulsar from Kunru next month. Um, you like butterfly knives? I got a nice practice one from Amazon. Yeah, I got a couple. I'm not like, a ballisonger or anything, but I can, you know, I mess around a little bit, but no, I'm not massive into them, but I do have some. Only have the Kapara, so you got to pick the Kapara. Kyle says Momo. Are 6-inch stones preferred for a TS Prof? Yes, they use 1x6, the 1x6-inch stones for the TS Prof. Thank you, Kyle, for all the links. If you guys aren't seeing this, Irish Bomb Squad and Kyle are linking a bunch of links of sharpening supplies that I link. Kapara looks like a worked over Shuro with a hole in it. Yeah, kind of. It kind of does, but it works really good. It's a great user. Oh, you haven't tried one? The Kapara's fire. Um, Pucks for fun. You're fucking right. Do you sharpen a dual ground blade the same as a single ground blade? Yes. So when it's dual ground, I have one right here somewhere. Unless I thought I did. Maybe I don't. Let me grab one. Here we go. So when you sharpen it, the same angle you have here, you're going to want the same angle up here. The reason why is because it's very difficult to change angles. Now, if you're freehanding, you can dip your wrist and there's tricks to make them match up a little bit better. But with a dual ground edge, you just have the same angle across the board. The thinner part is going to be a smaller bevel and the thicker part is going to be a bigger bevel, but it'll gradually get bigger. But yeah, you have the same angle because, with the thicker part, you kind of want the edge bevel a little bit bigger. It'll make it a little bit more slicier. It's got to be the same Maurice. Got to be. Sounds like him. Haven't tried artisan cutlery yet. No. I actually just got a couple new artisans in. All right. Um, I'm waiting for a couple more before I post the video on it. I was going to do a first impressions on them. The two I got in right now, one's an older model, one's a newer model, and then I got something else coming in, like one of their new models. Hopefully I like that one better. And it's not that they're bad, like they're good knives, but I'm just not happy with one thing on both of them. Dakota says, I got to get out to Atlanta this year. I haven't been since 2017. You should. And then we can hang out because I'm hoping that a lot of people go this year because I would love to meet up with everybody. So hopefully a lot of you are able to go. Talked about that. Okay, so the only thing left I got is story time, huh? So let's just shoot the shit till story time. Oh, I do have fragrance of the day. We'll go through it pretty quick. This is the fragrance I'm wearing. That's why I'm talking about it. But Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. It's a very, you can kind of tell the scent by just the color. It's a blue fragrance. Blue fragrance normally means that it's a fresh scent, which it's a really good fresh scent though. Kind of smells like fresh dryer sheets, citrusy, like citrusy fresh dryer sheets in a way, but not, like obviously in a fragrance way, not in a dryer sheet way. So you can definitely tell the difference, but it just has that same appeal, but it's really, really good. And I watched a lot of girl fragrance channels recommend it because they all liked it on their men. So I tried it out, and it's got a really fresh, citrusy, not sweet. It's not sweet at all. It definitely has a like a fresh out of the shower smell to it, but also, you have that fragrance that, it's still a fragrance. So it doesn't smell like you just use soap. It still smells like a fragrance, but very, very mass appealing. Everybody, I don't think anybody can smell this and be like, oh, that stinks. It's one that's definitely mass appealing. It's one everybody's gonna like. Some will like it more than others, but everybody will like it. It's that type of fragrance, and you really just can't go wrong with it. And I put it on because I was fresh out of the shower, so just pop a couple squirts on, and I'll smell fresh all night. So fresh and so clean. But I linked it in the top of the description if you guys want to check it out and see the prices on it and stuff. When did the whole fragrance thing happen? Well, I've been using fragrances since I was young. I just didn't talk about it on the channel, but then after I started like accumulating a large fragrance collection, kind of, I figured I might as well like do fragrance of the day, and then I'm gonna still do a video. I recorded a video, but I wound up deleting it because I wasn't happy with it. So hopefully with my new editing skills, I'll be able to do better. But I've always been into fragrances. I just didn't really talk about it that much. And then I started to, and a lot of you guys liked it. Some of you guys didn't. Some of you guys did. But I figure, I like to see guys do better. I want to see you guys, get healthier, smell better, look better. I like seeing all, men strive or thrive to do better. So figure a fragrance never hurts. But yeah, I enjoy seeing men, like just trying to do better and working on themselves, and whether it's educational or maybe it's work related, maybe it's something they're passionate about, health wise, whatever. I love that. I love seeing men overcome challenges and get better and better and better and better. And like I said, having a few good fragrances around is not a bad thing. It's definitely better to smell better than worse, right? Do you want to be the stinky fucker, or do you want to be the guy when you walk by, girls are like, he smells good? Story. Yeah, we got story time in 11 minutes. 11 minutes we're doing story time. We're striving to get better as men. All right. Oh, shit. I hate when that thing jumps. All right, I'll stretch every day so I can still kick my so I can still kick my niece in the forehead once she's in middle school. There you go. There you go. See? He understands what I'm trying to say. That's yeah, exactly. Yes. You need to stretch every day so that when your nieces and nephews get bigger, you can still kick them in the forehead. You don't want them looking at you in 10 years saying, "Oh, my man, Uncle Jared fucking lost it. He can't even move anymore. He used to be able to kick me in the forehead. Now he can't even kick me in the kneecaps." Thank you, Kyle. There's the link for I guess this fragrance, the Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. It's a good one. It's a good one. Like I said, it's mass appealing. It's nice and fresh if you want to check it out. Not too expensive. Like, I forget the price, like $60 or something like that. JD for EDC. Shout out to JD for EDC. Definitely go and subscribe to his channel. He just donated 10 bones. Thank you, brother. Is Savivi sending you the upcoming Sakoki coming soon on Blade HQ? Loving to see you push your edits, brother. Thank you. And I don't know. I do have a couple. I think the 9th. Maybe it's the 10th. I have videos coming out on the 9th of the 10th. But I don't think the Sakoki's in there though. So I don't know. So a lot of times I don't know. Is that like I get to pick some of them. Like they'll say like these are the knives coming out. You know, pick which ones you'd like to have on your channel. But there's sometimes where it's just like these are the new models and they just send them. So I don't always get the choice. But I hope I get it. I gotta check it out and see which one that is. I just got a new sun cut in today. Jared, if I were to get the Work Sharp Precision Adjust, should I get the Elite or pass on that, get base model with the clamp? Yes, that's what you should do. Pass on the Elite, get the base model, get the aftermarket attachment, and then buy. Then you can get your own stones, your own strops, your own everything. So getting that and also get the clamp stand. Yeah, with the clamp stand. Yeah, that's what you should do. That's what I would recommend every time. Because once you buy a pack of stones, you don't need the other stone that comes with it. And it's going to work much better, last much longer, and everything. The only thing you're going to get out of that is maybe the strap, but you can get your own strap. Hell, you might even be able to take one of your stones and just apply a leather to the other side. You know, get a piece of leather and just glue it on there or something. Jared, I've been posting up channel links, so no excuses for folks to go subscribe. Awesome, Cue Ball. Thank you. I appreciate the backup. I have a sound off. I figured I'd dip in still. All right, sound off. Steven Seagal used to kick foreheads. Now his favorite cheese is Havarti cheese. He hasn't been doing his daily stretches. No, he has not. He is not. And everybody can tell. That's the thing, is that you know, everybody can tell. You know, when you start slipping, you start falling off. It's the opposite way too, right? When you're on top of your grind and on top of your shit and you're doing, you know, people can tell, people can see it. But when you're falling off, people can also see that. There are only 3 knives so far in my 1K. Blue G10 Pinion Civivi Elementum with brown crosshatch micarta and fixed blade made by Gene. There may be more. Well, contact me. I'll send you some knives. I got some extras I can throw in there for you. Not sure what, but I'm sure I got some I can send to you. Just got a CRKT Titec 2 Tanto in drop point, not the Tanto. I'm so used to saying the Titec 2 Tanto. The Titec 2 in drop point, and it's an interesting knife. I'm not sure if it's going to be durable or not. I had one back in the day. My biggest problem with it was the ergos. That clip is horrid. Otherwise, it was a good knife. What stones would you recommend? So if you're getting the Work Sharp, then I recommend getting, excuse me, atomas. So you can get the Atoma diamond plates, the 1x6 Atomas, but if you have the money, then get the Veneves. You can get the Veneves, either the Orions or the Centauris. Either way, the 1x6 stones. They have the double-sided 1x6s and then the single-sided 1x6 Veneve stones. You get those and then one Atoma, or not even get the Atoma and just get the Veneves. But I recommend getting a 140 grit, Atoma, which will be for your reprofiling. Then you can use the Veneves for the other stuff, but you don't need to get the Veneves. You could just get Atomas. But they're not going to be able to take you to a mirror polish. The Veneves will, but you could do like the Atomas and then get like a ceramic or something. Hey Jared, I've worked my ass off my entire life. Good man. That's what you should be doing. I started working my current job 12 years ago and learned everything I could. Last year, I was promoted to manufacturer engineering and where's Don at? You got to read the rest of Don's comment. Come on, Don. I'm waiting for Don's comment to come in. But good for you, Don. That's awesome, man. Good for you.
Yeah, Don.
You want to bust your ass as hard as possible, and move up as far as possible you can. I mean, if you're in a fucking dead end job and you hate it, bust your ass still. But you plan an exit. Start doing something on the side that maybe you can make into a small business, even if it starts off small. There's so many things you can do, and then start working your exit out the door. But I think as men, man, we gotta work hard every day, all day, bust our ass, support our family, and that's important. But you got to take care of yourself too, and be around good men. Be around men that support you and have your back and want to see you do good. Don't be around fuckers that don't encourage you and don't applaud your successes. Because the people that do not applaud your successes are not your friends. Your friends will always applaud your successes and will be happy for you. Where is Don's next comment? Did it not come through? Damn it, I hope this thing didn't just jump. Sorry, I'm passing up everybody's comments because I'm trying to read the rest of his message, but don't see it. All right, I'm going to scroll back up. But yeah, man, good for you. Okay, I got an Amazon list with that Atoma 140, a 3-set 300, 600, 1200 grit of ultra sharps, a 3000 ultra sharp, a dense leather strap, and 2 gunny juices. Not buying it all, but so what I would say is that that's a great set if you're talking about freehand right now, because ultra sharps only come in medium and big stones. They don't come in 1x6s. So you must be talking about for freehand. But no, that's a great listing right there. You can do a lot with that. If you have a couple of gunny juices, you could go from the 3000 to a mirror polish because that 3000 ultra sharp, it's not going to be a mirror polish, even though 3000 grit is usually a mirror polish. Since it's a diamond plate, it's not going to be a mirror polish. However, with the strapping, you can easily get to a mirror polish if that's what your goal is. But the most stones you're going to use right there is the 140, the 300, and the 600. Those 3 stones are going to be your best friends, especially that 140 and the 300. The comedian Tom Segura has a whole stand-up, but he does on Steven Seagal. I'll share it here and send it to you after the live. Awesome. Yeah, he's hilarious. I love Tom Segura. He's great. $300 for the Atoma 6x1 set, 140, 400, 600, 1200. Well, like I said, you don't have to get all of those. Just get the 140, and then the other stones get Veneves, because if you're spending that much, you could just get 2 Veneves after that. and do pretty good with those. I recommend getting 3 double-sided Neeves. That's the best. 3 double-sided Neeves, which would be 6 stones, or just get the 2 double-sided Neeves. And you'll do really good with those. You'll be able to pretty much get, you know, the same edges I get with that little setup right there. What micron suspensions would you recommend looking at the 1 micron and quarter micron? So it depends on what you're looking for. So if you're wanting for the mirror polish, then 1 micron will get you that. A quarter micron will get you that too. You might want to go 3, 1, then 0.25 or quarter. But if you're looking for, like, I still always recommend a 6, because a 6 is going to be the best for maintenance. So like when you have your edge, right? Your edge is done, it's nice and sharp, and now you're going to work and you're using it, right? Well, when you get home, you're going to want to hit it on a strop. And I think 6 micron is the best for maintenance. So you can also use it for after sharpening. So 6 micron, in my opinion, is the most versatile. 6 micron is like, I don't know, 4,000 grit or something like that, or like between 4 and 5,000 grit, right around there. So it's still a mirror polish, but you have enough bite there to where you can maintenance your edge or come off the stone. But the 3, the 1, and the quarter will ensure that you get to a mirror polish if you have all of them. If you don't, then you can skip. You can go 6, 1, quarter, or 6 and 3, and that's it. All you guys don't know how good you have it. The only knives we have on Amazon here is Gerber. Please pray. Oh, fuck, Peter. I'm sorry, man. People pray for Peter Flanagan and where he lives, because it's unacceptable. I don't know what I would do. Fuck, I'd probably start making my own knives at that point. Damn it, man. That sucks. Health and fitness are the ultimate EDC/prep. I can't agree more. Eric and I, Average EDC, did a recent video on this, citing Jared as a good example for guys. Totally agree. Really? Damn it. Send me that link. I want to see that. That's awesome. But yeah, I can't agree with that more. That is like the number one. And I try really hard to encourage that, and I try to do it in a playful way. But sometimes I want to talk shit, because I think it's just so important for us to get off our asses and do shit, learn something new, learn a new hobby, or learn a new technique on something, start exercising more, drink more water, eat more vitamins, just things like that. I think are so important. Even if like you got the fitness thing down, okay, well, maybe get your skincare down, or maybe get your apparel down, right? Like, you'd be surprised what a good haircut, a good shave, and some nice clothes that fit you well will do for you. Like, I can give you 2 different pictures of somebody who looks, one way, but then, you put him in well-fitted clothes that look nice on him, with a nice haircut, fucking drop dead sexy. Like, just night and day difference. And I always, my whole life, just on the construction site, didn't give a fuck. Like, so I was always abusing myself and just being horrible to myself. And I never took care of myself. I didn't have to exercise because I exercised all day, but to the extent of which you were getting injured, right? It wasn't a healthy level of exercise. It was on the bad end. And like with skin and things like that, you're so filthy and dirty always. So you never are taking care of yourself, like skin wise. And just, I just been through so many years of doing that. And now I've really changed my tune after being injured and dealing with health issues because of it and all those things. So now, like, I'm advocating for men to take care of themselves, and be better and be good. I'm just getting that 6 micron and 3. There you go. That's all you need. Since the strap is dual sided, bang, perfect. And I don't really want to get another strap. However, I might later on. Yeah, you can always add things later, but that 6 and that 3 will be perfect. That's great. You got to think a 3 micron it's like 5,000 grit or like 4,500, 4,800 grit or something. So, it's very fine already. Now, 9 micron is where you start feeling the grit a little bit. That's where you can go and take an edge with not much damage, but a little bit and somewhat repair it a little bit if you have a 12 and a 9 micron. But 6 micron is good for you've been using your knife, tune it up a little bit, couple passes on the strop, but then it also works good for after you're done sharpening, you want to clean the burr off. So that's why I think 6 microns is the best because it's just a little bit more versatile. Um, Look at the guy who does haircuts for homeless people for free. Yeah, I watch him often. I know who you're talking about. Yeah, he that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Giving a helping hand, I think is really good. And I think when we're doing well as men, right? When you're doing well, that's when you start helping other people, right? Like that guy, like doing like haircuts for the homeless. If he wasn't in a good place mentally, physically, and emotionally, like he couldn't do that. He wouldn't have it to give. Your cup is fucking empty. You need your cup to be overfilled in order to share with other people and to be able to provide value to other people and give things away like your time, your effort, money, whatever it takes. So if you work on yourself, you'll get yourself to a point to where people can rely on you. You can give things to people. You can help the community. You can help the people around your environment. Even if it isn't for the better good, right? Like some people, like just because you help them doesn't mean you're going to change their life or anything, but it still helps, right? It still helps. And then it encourages other men and other people around you to do the same thing. If you can get a team of men to all be like that, fuck, man, you can change a whole community by having a group of men that rely on each other and hold each other accountable and are constantly striving to be better, encouraging each other and doing things to be better and helping other people. Start by the number one, being a good person. Personality will get you into doors you didn't know existed. Facts. Yeah, for sure. No, being a good person is obviously number one, for sure. That's definitely number one. The 6 micron and 3 micron gunnies in my cart. Time for them to sit there for a good while as I wait for me to be able to get the rest of the stuffs. Bang. The skinniest I ever got working overnight at Target, 124 pounds, working 10-hour shifts and having a diet of apples, crackers, and peanut butter. It works, but was not the healthy way to do it. No, it's not. If you're trying to cut weight, right? If you're trying to cut weight, it's very simple, right? You just have to be at a calorie deficit. So all you got to do is make sure you're burning more calories than you're taking in. Now, if you want to do it better and healthier, make sure those calories are healthy calories. So say if you burn 2,000 calories a day, if you're only eating 1,800 calories, then you're at a negative 300 calories every day. So every day and like right now, like even me, like I go through times where I cut weight, right? And I do it because, like maybe I'll see myself getting a little gut or something like that. So I'm like, okay, I need to cut a little bit or something, something, or maybe I'll just, bust my ass in the gym just a little bit harder or something. But if you just have your diet on point, like you can lose or gain weight fast. You just have to implement it. Like if you're eating healthy foods and it adds up to a specific amount of calories and you're burning more calories than that, you are losing weight every day. Every day. You can lose a few pounds a week and not be hungry. You're not going to be hungry. I mean, it's better if you probably are hungry, but you don't have to be. You just have to make sure you're eating protein dense foods so that they're a little bit heavier in your body, because when you're eating nutritious foods, your body is using them a lot better than when they're just bad calories, right? When they're bad calories, your body just shits them out, Like it doesn't do anything good for you. But when you're eating good, healthy calories, your body uses it appropriately and you get more energy out of it. Your hunger stays away longer. And yeah, like me, I try, which I'm not perfect. I don't fucking do it every day, like as much as I want to, but I try to eat a specific amount of protein every day. And I rarely ever hit it. Let's be clear. I try my ass off, but it's like you're supposed to eat 1 gram of protein per pound, right? So I'm like 185 pounds. So that means I need to eat 185 grams of protein a day to gain muscle. So they say it's between 0.7 and 1 gram. So 0.7 grams and 1 gram of protein per pound of body weight. So mine would be basically 185 grams of protein a day. I have protein shakes that I drink. I try to, eat between like 60, 70, 80 grams right off, like not in the early morning, but in the late morning, just to knock them out. And then like later on, I'll eat some more. But that's what I try to do. I try. Now, I'm not always successful, but I'm pushing for it. And I'm trying to get my body adjusted to it so that eventually I can make sure I do it every single day. But it can be tough. It can be tough, but you just got to fucking do it. You just got to get rid of your excuses. Everybody's got an excuse. Everybody's got an excuse not to do something or to do something. Cut that shit. Cut that shit out. Fucking just be better to yourself. Even like with me, like man, I kick myself in the ass sometimes, like because I'll be doing something like I'll eat a bowl of cereal or something. Right? I fucking love cereal, guys. Like I could fucking live on it. Literally, I could live on it. I even back in the day, I even said that. Like somebody said, if there was one food you were gonna have to be on an island with, right? This is the only food you could eat for the rest of your life. I picked fucking cereal. And I was an adult, by the way. I wasn't. I love cereal, but I got to kick myself in the ass all the time and say, you can't eat fucking a bowl of cereal every night. You just can't. Don't do that. Even if it seems like it's healthy cereal, it's not. It's not. Don't do it. And I struggle and I still fight myself. But the more I do that to myself, the better I get with it. Because I got this trick I told you guys, and I'm about to tell the story. Sorry, guys. What kind of cereal? Every cereal. Nothing is off limits. Every fucking cereal. I love them all. Um, and then that's serious. I love all cereals. I just love cereal for some reason. But anyways, I do this trick, and it seems to work for me personally. So what I do is like let's just say soda, right? Like cans of soda. I was so bad with soda, like so fucking bad. Rotted my teeth bad. Like I was so bad with soda. And I can't help but think now, like back all the years of all the soda and Mountain Dew, and I mean just downing Mountain Dews all day long. Like how bad has that been to my organs? Like that's what I think about. So what I do is in order to get off soda, what I did was when I'd see soda, I would tell myself in my head, poison. I would literally say it. I'd say it every time I seen it. When I'd say it, I'd just be like, that's poison, that's poison, that's poison. So when I'd see other people walking by drinking a Coke, my brain would instantly go poison. And then, like, if Kara came home with a few cans of soda, I'd open the fridge, look at it, and be like, that's poison. Right. And I'd say that in my head. After a couple weeks of doing that, you actually start seeing poison. Like, even though you just told yourself it was poison, now when I see it, I literally think and it makes you not want to drink it because you literally start thinking this is poisonous. And you start thinking about what's the poison doing to your body and how it's affecting you. And it works, man. At least it works for me. I am 6 foot. All right. So let's fun fact. I find that the big yellow bag of off-brand frosted flakes are better than the name. There's a lot of them. So don't fucking get me into the damn spiral of talking about cereal because I will go down that rabbit hole. But yes, a lot of the off-brand cereals are even better than the name brand cereals because the name brand cereals have been able to slack a little bit, and the off brands want you to buy theirs. So, you know, they make sure they taste even better. In some cases, not always, some don't. Like Smacks, Honey Smacks, that's one. Honey Smacks, the off brand is the way to go. The name brand is nowhere near as good as the off brand. Jared, that lantern being off is triggering my old. I got you, brother. I got you. No problem. All right, so let's tell a story. So, story is about. I told this story once, maybe twice, a long time ago, but it's been a while since I told the story. So, plenty of you in here have not heard this story for sure. 133 people in here. So only 133 people get to hear this crazy fucked up story. So this is a story about when I I rolled a car on the highway, got arrested, and went to jail. So I was trying to get off of dope, and I was doing dope for a long time, trying to get off of dope, and I had warrants and was running from the cops. So I'm on the run, 100% on the run, had been on the run for months. Cops had done everything to try to get me. I went out of town and was not too far, but just on the other side of Chicago, and was trying to get off of dope so I could turn myself in, you know, and not have to be sick in jail and everything else. But took a bunch of pills and got fucking stupid and wound up deciding to leave and go get dope, right? So I'm in a car on the highway, just being completely reckless. And, you know, listen, I realize how reckless and stupid this is about to sound. And these are like some of the things like I think about, like, man, like just some of the stupidity I've done. I started doing about like 120 on the fucking highway. It's raining. It's raining. This is Chicago. I'm fucking just ripping down the fucking highway, flying through traffic with Kara in the fucking passenger seat. So, and like, I can't believe I did that. Like, it even put her at risk. Like, I'm super protective. Like, I'm the type of guy like that. I'd put my life down, like, to protect any female around me. So, like, to do that is like not in my nature. But I was fucked up in the head. And I'm flying. And I've always been a good driver, but I'm also messed up from taking all these pills. And it's raining and it's like 120. So this semi slams on his brakes. Of course he does. It's fucking Chicago traffic. And it's like 11 o'clock at night. It's late. So there was no way I could stop. I'm going way too fucking fast. So I hit the brakes, started sliding, and I tried to plan my exit to not hit anybody. So I slid across 4 lanes of traffic and hit the ditch and started fucking rolling. As soon as when we were sliding, I knew for a fact this bitch is rolling. There's no way you can go this fast and not roll. So I instantly smacked Kara in the chest and I held her against the seat and we start fucking tumbling. And I'm like trying to hold her. So I don't even know if she has her seatbelt on. Like I'm pretty sure she did because she was pretty good with doing that. Luckily we did have our seatbelts on. We wind up upside down in a ditch. I got warrants. Cops are coming. I'm fucked. All right. I'm fucked. But, you know, with just the way I was, I was gonna still try to pull every trick in the book not get locked up. So I had to think fast. So I don't want to tell you guys everything that was in the car, but I was trying to hide things and get rid of things and everything else. Trying to find my phone and everything because everything's upside down, right? I know the cops are coming. But I want to get out. I want to just run, but there's no way I can right now, right? I kind of got to go down with the car or like with this because Kara's there. Can't leave her. So when the cops get there, they start questioning me, right? So I give them a bogus name. I give them a name and birthday of somebody that I know that's not me. And they, like when I told them the birthday, I think I like, 'cause I was kind of fucked up, like I said on the pill. So I kind of hesitated, like with the birthday or something. And they kind of like were like, what? Maybe they checked too and they seen the picture and they were like, yeah, I don't know. But what they did was they wound up going on Instagram. Like, 'cause they pull a bunch of different moves. They tried separating us and stuff. And I kept arguing that I was this other person. And and at this point, I'm not in the area. I mean, I have a warrant. So, like, I have the cops after me, but not in this county. So, this county doesn't know me like the other county does. So, I'm safe in that sense that these cops don't know my face. Well, they wind up going on Instagram and typing in the name that I put, the person that I put, and took the picture and said, so this is you? Like, fuck yeah, it is. I don't know. It's close, but not really. Then they wind up looking through that to lead to another person. And I had to use somebody I kind of knew for a birthday. I had to come up with a real person. Um, anyways, so they wind up finding out who I am. They wind up figuring out who I am and strapping the cuffs on me. I go to jail, but in a different county. This was in DuPage County, which is like on the way. It's like right by Chicago. And I am gonna get transported to Lake County, but not for a few days because it takes a while, So going in there, this place was so disgusting. Like the toilets were backing up, like so much shit happened in this place. I'll tell a couple quick stories about being in here before I got transferred over to the county that had the warrants for me. Anyway, so Formula One, thank you for the boink. There you are. So I'm locked up. This place is fucking disgusting. I mean, like, it's hard to explain how disgusting it was. Now, granted, I was having some mental issues while I was in there because of all the pills I took and everything. But I do remember some things very clearly. And this one was because I was locked up in like this for where you're separated from everybody. You're not with anybody. I was just by myself in my own cell, and it was like I'm trying to think of what it's called. It's called something where they lock you up basically to figure out more information about you, to figure out where to put you in the jail. And so it's like a hallway, everybody's separated, so you can't see anybody. You can't even see down the hallway except for just a little bit, like a little bit through like this little window. And there's this girl, at least what I thought is a girl, that because I kept hearing this door getting kicked and kicked and kicked and kicked, and this is going on for fucking hours. Finally, I'm like looking out the thing because it kind of sounds like it's like cracking and stuff. And I'm like looking and I see this little girl break out of her fucking cell and she goes running. I see her fucking little head go running by. And if it wasn't a girl, damn it, it looked like a girl. Anyways, so I'm thinking if this little bitch can get out of here, I damn sure can. And I'm mad at this point because I've begged them for a shower for 3 days. I've been in there 3 days. I think they transferred me on the 4th day, or late the 3rd. I don't remember, but I was in there for at least 3 days. So, and nasty, disgusting, rolled a car, flipped in the rain, all this other shit. Now I'm in this fucking place with feces backing up through the toilets, and it's so disgusting. And I keep screaming at them, get me the fuck out of this cell, get me a different cell, get me a different cell, get me a different cell. They just keep ignoring me. The only thing they come by to do is slap, like just to slide you your fucking tray, and then they keep going. They literally do not care about anything. And other places I've been to, you start kicking the door and start banging, they're coming. And they're not only going to come, they're probably going to beat you up for doing that, but they'll get you what you ask for. That's the thing. So you don't have to. You don't have to break stuff to get their attention. You do a little bit, but not to this extreme. So they're not helping me. So I say, fuck it. And I just announce it. I said, in 5 minutes, I'm kicking this fucking door down. So I waited about 5 minutes and then I just started fucking kicking it. I mean, I'm kicking the shit out of it. And all I got is flip flops on though. So, it's flip flop kicks, but it still kicks. After about, I don't know how long, but after like 200 or so kicks, maybe, give or take a dozen or so. I don't know how many kicks it was. I didn't count. It started cracking. Like you could literally hear it start cracking. They came running, right? They came running. I'm guessing, they had already dealt with that other little bitch and they're like, damn, we can't have two people escape. So what they did was as soon as they came, instead of bringing me to the shower, they came and took me out and said, we're exporting you or taking you over to the other place. They're basically transferring me over to the county that I have the warrant. And in a way I'm happy, but in a way I'm not, because I just want to fucking shower. But anyway, so I wind up, dealing with that shit and then going to this next jail. And then when I got in the next jail, I got kind of lucky. I walked up to the CO and I kind of explained to her, and it was a female too, luckily, because if it was a guy, he would told me to get fucked. But it was a female, and I told her like the last 4 days what I've dealt with. Like, please let me go take a shower. And she was like, yeah, go ahead. So she let me just go right into the shower, even though we were on lockdown and everything else, because you can't move around when you're on lockdown. You have to stay in your cell. But she let me do that because of that reason. So, shout out to her. What a sweetheart. But yeah, the whole thing though was just reckless and stupid. And I had no business doing that and putting her at risk like that. And thank God we're alive, like that could have ended so badly, so badly. When we broke into an old police station. When we were what we broke into an old police station, locked the arsenal in a cell overnight, and had a party. His mom was even there for a few hours. Sounds like a good time. I can't say I've ever done that. I've got some pretty crazy stories about being locked up, but never partied in one for damn sure. I did get not I didn't break out, but I was able to get out. I've told this story before. Maybe I'll tell it the next time. I'm not going to go through it, but basically just the gist of it. I had to do a drug test and was going to fail. And if I failed, I was going to be locked up. I didn't have an opportunity to fail, but when you go in to pretrial, they lock you in so you can't go nowhere. So if you fuck up, you're stuck. You're going right to court, right to the judge, and I can't go see the judge. I cannot. I'm in a really bad place right now, and I can't get locked up today. So I had to pull some fucking magician shit and figure out a way to get clean piss in the cup and get out of there. And I was able to accomplish that, which it still blows my mind that I was able to, still to this day. But I did. But it is 2 more minutes, guys. So if there's anything else you guys want to talk about or any questions you guys want to ask, say them now so I can and if we have to sit here for a couple more minutes, that's fine. We can, but it's about that time. You guys have places to be. How many of you are in here right now? 138. Nice. Not too bad. I love it. I never get bored. It's the best life. Dig these stories. Shows no matter what you've done, you can turn it around if you truly want to. That's so true. You have to want to, though. You really do. You really have to want to. Because it's very easy. It's very easy to get pulled back in the stuff. And the things that I was doing and the positions I was in, it was easier to stay. Like, you think that it's easier, but it's really not. But at the time, it's so much easier to just stay involved and not get out. It's a lot harder to get out and change yourself. Damn, Jared, I'm a Chicagoan, so it's crazy to hear your stories of flying down 355. I was a bike messenger here in Chicago for 12 years. I got crazy cop stories too. I bet you do. Bet you do. I was on when I rolled that car that was on 294. 294 heading north from Joliet area. Scotty H with the 5 bones. Take it easy, everyone. Thank you for the 5 bones, man. I appreciate it. It's never easy, but it's simple. Well, it just once you get in the groove, it winds up becoming easier, but you have to want it. You have to want it. You have to have the drive. You have to have the fight, the tenacity, and the lust for life. Like you really do. You have to love yourself, but it's very easy to not do that. It's very easy to fucking abuse yourself and allow yourself to be put in positions and to go in positions that are just not good for you, that are dangerous and deadly and fucking stupid. But it was all I knew. It was all I knew. So that's, it was nothing. Like if I could tell you guys some stories where you guys would be like, what? Like, what the fuck are you talking about? And that was just like a normal day for me. So what would you recommend for a regrind on an 80/20.5? Who would I recommend? Well, I don't know if Brian from Transparent Knives is doing regrinds for anybody. You can ask him. Otherwise, if he's not, then I would say go to BGM. BGM Knives and Tools. He does a really good job. If you walk 10 miles into the bush, you have to walk 10 miles. That's true. That's facts, man. Yes, BGM does really good. Where in Chicago are you from? I'm from Waukegan in North Chicago area. That's where I'm born and raised. My mom lives south of Chicago. My stepdad grew up on the south side. My mom now lives like down by like Kankakee, Coal City area. And I grew up in North Chicago, Waukegan, and Zion. I know DuPage, St. Charles, and Lake County Jail. Well, even Cook County. Lake County has the weird glassed in courtroom. Yeah, they do. They do. They some of them, not all of them though. I've been in so many fucking courtrooms in Lake County, but yeah, they do have some. But there was one time I was in there, and when we were literally right outside as the inmates lined up on a wall, and you could like see kind of into the court from like the back area, and the girls were on this side, guys were on this side, and it was crazy like that we were able to get so close together. Brother, we're so much alike. It's unreal. I'm clean for 5 years now. Glad to hear you're doing good now, buddy. Nothing changes if nothing changes. That's so true. That's so true. And good for you on the 5 years. I'm probably about 6 right now, 6 years clean. But it was more than just, that. Like, the shit that I was doing was fucking beyond just, addiction. Like it was just fucking, being a damn criminal. Steve, what's up, brother? We're talking old jail stories. Yeah, we are. Thank you for the donation, man. I appreciate it. But yeah, it's crazy to hear somebody else that knows about Cook County, Lake County, and DuPage. Fuck DuPage, man. I hated that fucking place. Damn it. It was so nasty in there. I'm not saying it's all nasty. I've only been locked up there one time, but damn it was bad when I was in there. Like just straight disgusting. It didn't even make sense. Like it's hazardous. And all jails are nasty. So it's not like not like you have a good one, but some are better than others. Lake County's really not that bad. Lake County's probably, and that's the one I've been to the most. And for the most part, it's fairly clean, fairly. Obviously, it's still jail, McHenry is a county club. I've never been there, but I would imagine. I would imagine. Um, yeah, see, so Lake County, the reason why, well, most people that get locked up there are coming from North Chicago or Waukegan, but they come all the way, from like Highland Park, but nobody gets arrested there. So everybody that goes there is because North Chicago, just it's basically all just gangs and violence and drugs, and that's all that's there. There's a few things there, like there's the base, and then Abbott, that's AbbVie now, that's like getting shut down, and that's it. Other than that, there's nothing there. It's just all fucking projects and hoods, and it's not even that big. It's pretty small, but it's old, beat down, and just it's a bad area. It's just bad. And I grew up there my whole life, working there since I was a little kid. And I remember even when I was a kid watching, like crackheads run up and, like and steal shit out of the back of the truck and trying to sell you toilet paper and stuff. Just the weirdest shit. And yeah, it's not a good place. It's definitely a bad place. Even though, I love a lot of people there and everything, but everybody knows, it's a shithole. It's a fucking shithole. Transparent Knife says, if I ever get locked up, I hope it's in a 5-star jail. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Oh man. I got locked up one time in North Carolina, and it was the most hillbilly. And don't take no offense, you hillbilly motherfuckers. It was a hillbilly ass fucking jail. They packed us like 20 deep in a 12-man cell. And we were like, everybody was sleeping on the ground in the showers, and like there's one shower in a big cell that has multiple bunks, but all the bunks are filled and then some. Everybody's just everywhere. And it was literally like throwing a bunch of, animals in a cage. Like, it was crazy. And I couldn't believe like this was happening to me, like because I had never seen something like that, like the way it went, the way everything went, even the cops, when we pulled up to it, it looked like a house. I thought this guy was kidnapping us. I'm not joking, not exaggerating. I'm like, this is the fucking jail. It literally looked like some Texas Chainsaw Massacre shit. I'm not joking. And I think the movie was popular at that time too, so it was probably really in my head. And the cops were just like hillbilly as fuck. The cars were pieces of shits. Like, I mean, just like squeaking and making noise and couldn't even get it into gear. And it's like, what the fuck is going on? And when they put me in there, they wind up cuffing me to a plastic chair. So I'm like cuffed to this plastic chair, but I can pick it up. Like, so I could just pick it up and walk off. And cops or like guards and like inmates keep walking by, like looking at me like I must have did something really bad. Why are you cuffed to a plastic chair, right? And a cop walks up, or a CO or whatever walks up and says, "Why'd they cuff you to the chair?" I said, "I don't fucking know, man. I thought this was standard procedure or something." He goes, "No, I've never seen anybody cuffed to a chair." He's like, "You could just run off with it." I had to think like, were they playing games with me right now? Peter Flanagan with the 2 crackers. Similar story, half the world away. Yeah, I can tell with the crackers, you are definitely on the other side of the world. Don't know what part, but I know it's not the US. I worked for a leather shop in Rogers Park. You're not wrong. I was looking up Waukegan. There's a town near you named Lindenhurst. Yeah, I know Lindenhurst. We have a town named that in we have a town named that in New York too, named after the linden tree. Thank you, Alice. I appreciate it. Completely changed my life by leaving an abusive ex-husband. 7 years of freedom. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, it's always great when you can look back and be thankful for the journey. And that's why, like if you are fighting and striving to be better, in 5 years, 10 years, 2 years, you can look back, even in 1 year, you can look back and say, damn it, I'm in such a better place. And you can look back and be like, fuck, man, I'm so thankful that I did this every day, or I'm so thankful that I continue to do this every week, you know, something good for yourself or whatever it is. And it will make you better, whatever it is. You know the things that make you better, and if you do them, you will be better and you'll put yourself in a better position. Like, say if it is getting away from somebody like a crazy fucking ex, get away from them. I know it's not that easy, but I'm just saying, plan your exit. Jared, you should seriously write a book. You're the true redemption story. Crazy childhood to be a drug addict and basically a criminal to completely turn your life around and complete success. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Chicago, a real good place to stay the fuck away from. Yeah, that's the truth. I don't recommend anybody coming. I don't recommend anybody coming here. Like, not at all. Like, fucking vacation somewhere else. Go somewhere else. Like, it's not. I mean, I understand if you have work events and stuff, but otherwise, it's not. It's stupid to come here. I want out. I hate it. And I love that I have family and everything here. So I love that. Don't get me wrong. I love that I have family. I have lots of connections. I know lots of people, lots of connections. So that's the beautiful part. Some connections, but they're still good connections. So it's it keeps you around when you have a place, but sometimes moving and getting away from it is even better than staying, even with the connections. Mark says, I got locked up and on way to court. Cuff key broke off in handcuffs, and cop told me it's your lucky day. You get to go home. And when I said, really? They said, hell no. EMS is coming with bolt cutters, dumbass. I've had them mess with me like that too. I told this story. I'll say it really quick because I know we got to get out of here. This is a quick one. Maybe I'll go into more in depth later. This cop pulled me over, and I was like literally in the alley of my apartment. Pulls me over, and I should have just kept driving so that I could have parked in my parking lot of my apartment, but I didn't because I had already drove so far and gotten to there. I figured, fuck it, if something happens, he'll let me leave my car here. No, he did not, but he arrested me for fucking paraphernalia or some shit. I think that's what it was, paraphernalia. Bullshit charge, too. Bullshit. But the whole reason why he pulled me over was all a lie. Every bit of it. He said, one, I was going 65 and a 30. There was no way my car at that time could get up to that speed by the time he saw me. I had just turned a corner from this one road. And then I went past him at this one point. There's no way I could go that fast. And I knew how fast I was going. I seen him the whole time. He pulls out, gets behind me. And I wasn't wearing my seatbelt, but he comes up next to me and sees I'm not wearing a seatbelt, and then almost like runs me off the road. Comes up, grabs me, pulls me out of the car, like completely illegal search, everything, fucking arrests me, tows my car, won't listen to me. I'm begging him, please leave my car. I'll get somebody to grab it. Please just leave it. No, I can't afford this. Don't. You don't give a fuck. So, and this is when I'm doing really good too. Like, I'm on my shit. I'm young, but I'm on top of my shit. I got my first apartment, good looking apartment, bad neighborhood, bad apartment building, but like my apartment looked nice. I was doing well. Granted, it was fucking ghetto as hell, but it was mine, and I was young as hell, doing really good, working multiple different jobs on the fucking grind. And then this motherfucker comes in and wants to try to ruin my fucking life over some damn paraphernalia, which to me was so ridiculous. Like, I couldn't believe it. And I understand it's one thing, like if you caught me on the corner slinging dope or something, but you caught me with a damn weed pipe, right? Like, Who gives like, come on, man. You're gonna fucking arrest me and put this on my record, knowing like that like that I'm 18, have my first apartment, all these like good things. Because when you're in areas like this, everybody's a shithead. Like there's so many fucking killers and dope dealers and prostitutes and this and that, like, when you see somebody who's on top of their shit. So why would you fuck with that person? Right? Like there's plenty, you can go down the street and you can get into a gunfight right now. You don't need to fuck with me. But they did. And puts me in the back of the car. He's arrested me, taking me to jail. And on the way to fucking jail, this motherfucker starts. Well, first of all, I see him and he's going on the same road, 65, with no seatbelt on. So I called him out. I said, oh, you're going 65 and a 30 with no seatbelt on. Just what you pulled me over for. Even though that was a lie. I wasn't going 65. And he goes, yeah, I can do whatever the fuck I want. And starts fucking swerving all around because I'm cuffed in the back. So I'm like, wha-bam, wha-bam, and slamming on the brakes. I'm hitting my face. He starts going down into ditches and shit. So now I'm fucking flopping all around in the back seat. He's basically kicking my ass inside the car. Oh, man. Then when I wound up getting locked up or getting to the jail, he starts slapping me around with cuffs on me and shit, like just a whole fucking dumb shit. But anyways, enough talk. Let's get out of here. I know you guys probably have bed to get to, like myself. Get in early, get up early. Some of you are like, fuck that. So first off, I want to thank everybody for coming and joining me. Thank you guys so much. I do appreciate it. I do enjoy sitting here shooting the shit with you guys and telling stories. A lot of stories, though, I'm just, I hesitate to talk about and say, because, they just, yeah. Anyways, you guys are awesome. Patrons, tomorrow giveaway. Don't miss it. And if you are a patron and you didn't enter the giveaway, enter the damn giveaway before tomorrow. Next thing, and if you're having problems, message me on Patreon and I'll answer it tomorrow before the giveaway to make sure you can enter. Next thing, members, tomorrow, 12:15 live, 12:15 live sharpening tomorrow. Again, for the members, live sharpening tomorrow at 12:15. If you're not a member, you can watch, but you can't comment. So if you want to be able to comment, you have to be a member. So thank you guys for all the donations. Thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. Thank you guys for everything you guys do for the channel. I wouldn't have this if it wasn't for you guys, and I am very blessed to be where I'm at with the help of you guys and the support. So thank you guys so much. I love you guys. Peace.